check while I find a match. So, also, one thing to keep in mind is that I'm a little bit worried about, let's see, live, 22 seconds. Cool, I'm a little bit, just a tad bit worried about, what was I gonna say? Totally forgot. Oh, I'm just worried about the lag. I'm hardwired into my Wi-Fi router, and I literally ran cable across my ceiling to do it. But anyway, we're gonna do Cabin Fever. I like that. But I don't have my laptop to check the live stream, so I'm gonna assume that we are live. But I'm gonna go get it just in case. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Got the lead. Hustle up.
Made it back. Made it back just in time for my fan to fall. And it does show that I'm live on my computer, so I'm gonna go with it. I don't know what map this is, but I'm feeling like going with the MP. And let's see the latency. Not bad, this is pretty typical.
Shoot to kill.
Kill confirmed. Grenade in there. Completely missed and got pummeled. So, MP7, one of my favorites as of right now. I think somebody's in there. Let me sit back so I'm in frame of the camera. I don't know if MP7 is the right gun for me. But, oh, bruv. Somebody's got the blue ones. But, I'm thinking of going with my 725 and then the Renetti. So the Renetti is like Kaylin found this gun. Very good gun. Oh, bad. I got a text. Make sure I'm still. Yeah, we're still good on camera. Let's make sure that's adjusted. So, 712 is an insane shotgun, by the way. This is kind of... The Renetti is a wonderful pistol. I have no idea.
Enemy at the office.
Behind me?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got him?
Kill confirmed.
Nope. Got an ad right there on my... When I get ads on my camera thing, it's just not fun. How did he die? That was... Rolf. Am I still being filmed? Yeah, I just can't see it. My screen is black. Oh, there we go. Sorry, let me get that adjusted. You know what? I'm gonna try the RAM. The Ram 7 is one of the best assault rifles, besides something like the, and I love assault rifles. I don't like to have to tap or reload, so... Oh, that was a good C4, my man. But he's, oh yeah, see, look, they're all over that way.
Yo, we're on the same side.
Sorry. Bro, get his tags. What? They are rushing everywhere on this map. I'm not doing too good. Where did he go?
Enemy UAV overhead.
Must have died.
Enemies halfway there. Step it up. Kill confirmed.
Dang, he sprayed us down.
Enemy at the office.
I like the RAM pretty good, but I also want to be upgrading my MP7. Why did I grab this shotgun? So I'm thinking I'm just gonna, or not the MP7, MP5, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and use it just to level it
Enemy
up.
at the warehouse.
I'm also not really stressed about this game. Not gonna go into sweat mode. Where was that guy?
Enemy UAV overhead. Kill confirmed.
I hear some footsteps. Kind of scared. Those blue rounds, they're cool. I want them. I don't know how to get them. I'm also really glad that the latency isn't bad. I have the stream set to normal latency on YouTube, and then all the other settings are... but I think it's because when I plug in directly to my router, I get really good upgrades. Upload speeds. Gosh, half the time I die, I just get blown up, bro. Like, I bet there's somebody in there, not gonna lie. But it was worth a shot. I don't know why I'm trying to shoot people so far away, because...
Enemy at the warehouse.
Okay, he did. Good job, man. Good work. I'll watch our backs. Oh, somebody's got a UAV, it looks like. So that's nice. And I was looking at the map, LOL. Didn't know where he went. Now, Kalen said that he was going to be available at 11:45, which I think is about like an hour and a half from now. And I don't want to stream for an hour and a half. I'd rather do some homework. So I might actually turn this stream into a homework stream, not going to lie. Is that an enemy? No, that's a friendly. I was like, where'd he go? Anyway, I'm kind of very antsy today. I don't like this map. Just it's very open. It's hard to... Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I was like, where am I getting shot, bro? Bro, where am I getting shot at? Makes absolutely no sense. Where? On the roof! The high alert perk, though, pretty nice, not gonna lie. In GL, I've said that a lot lately. That was a fair kill, my man. He said, bunny hop?
Kill confirmed. Friendly VTOL on station for Overwatch.
Gotta go get my kills. Oh, bro. What are you doing up there? Bro. You might. Bruv might. He's probably gonna jump off somewhere over here. Got him. Let's get these tags. Kind of not been paying attention to getting tags. Trying to stay alive. Hey, 41 M4. I'm trying to get, like... Because there's this build guide online, but you have to have it, like, really, really leveled up.
Got a personal radar. Kill confirmed.
Oh. Good man right there.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Shotguns in this game are so good if you are, like...
Enemy at the forklift.
I don't know.
Kill confirmed.
What? Oh. I was like, which way? It's funny when somebody, like, runs into you and you don't know where they went. Oh, that's someone in front of me. I'm watching this kill cam because that was hilarious. It stuck right. Oh, GG. I only got 7 kills and 13 confirms. It's because I've been talking. Look at that guy right above me. Reaper, 0 confirms. Like, bro, we would have won if you just... Look at, we were so close if he would have just gotten some confirmed kills on that. SMH. Shaking my head. My phone's on 20% battery, so I gotta plug it in. What time is it now? Oh, I made my little flag, the South Korean flag, as like a meme. So people are like, oh, those dang Koreans. I don't know what time it is. 10:27. I'll do one more round and then start homework. I just don't know what homework to do. Actually, I do know. I'm gonna do some circuits homework. Because it's due Friday? might as well start it, get it out of the way. But I also have like a lab due sooner. Maybe I'll start the lab. I'll start the lab. Okay. Let's see. Did I unlock it? No, I'm trying to get level 45. Level 57. Jeez. I like this map. This is a pretty good MP7 map, and it's also a really good shotgun map. MP5, I don't know why I keep saying MP7. I'm sure that's another gun. Watch, we're gonna no-clip. There we went, no-clipped right through it. So funny. Hey, I'm first out. Aw. No, they teleported out.
Hard point.
Kinda don't like hard point.
Capture and defend the hard point. When it moves, you follow. Hard point identified. Move to secure.
Dang. He had some kind of flaming rounds.
Contact.
Taking the hard point.
Somebody on the roof? Somebody way over there.
We've
My
taken the hard
goodness.
point.
Enemy at the tower.
Hard point contested.
You know
Enemy
what?
taking the hard point.
SMH. I'm switching, especially for this hard point, to the 725. This is the best shotgun in the whole
Enemy
game.
in the courtyard.
Just throw one of those in there. Okay, I wasted it. It's got 2 shots and there were 2 people in there, and I was just...
Enemy UAV overhead.
Got him.
Location
at the warehouse.
secured.
So good.
Enemy's taking the hard point. 10 seconds. Get ready.
Man snuck up on me.
Enemy position
Where?
airstrike. Take cover.
Got him. No need to aim.
Taking the hard point.
Oh my gosh. Didn't see him. Did he wall bang me through that door? That's weird.
On the hard point. Take hard point. Let's go.
Okay, everybody's gonna be rotating. Gotta be careful.
Enemy at the fire pump.
His name is Reload. It's kind of weird.
Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy personal radar in the air.
Why are these people in there? And why is it taking me so long to shoot? My latency's a little low. That's why. I'm just like, huh? But you know, it is what it is. How did that not kill you?
Changing mag.
Enemy cluster strike incoming.
Somebody back there? Ooh. How did I not see him?
Taking the hard point. Take hard point. Let's go.
This is
Hard
insane.
point lost.
Enemy at the
I
tower.
haven't even been like caring about the hard point. Just been trying to
Enemy precision airstrike. Take cover.
reload. I don't like that guy. Don't like your name. Nor do I like you.
Got the hard point.
Oh, psh, we had it. Nope. See, the thing with C4 and all that stuff.
Hard point lost. Hard point
Surprise.
contested. Location secured. Get ready. We're about to move.
Is it friendly?
The enemy took the hard point.
Oh, they already got
Okay,
it.
get to the hard point.
They're pretty lucky with these hard points. Oh, reload. What's his... He's got 10 kills. Yeah. Literally like 3 of those are me. Okay, that was just me scratching my ear because it itches. Sorry, let me wipe my hand off because it's kind of
Hard
gross.
point lost.
Where are these? Where this one is at? Let's pull this out and get inside.
Taking the hard point.
Reloaded.
Scared me.
Hard point contested.
Usually with this gun, if you see somebody, with most gunfights, if you see somebody,
Enemy near Main Street.
if you see somebody before they see you, then you'll win.
Enemy's taking the hard point. Enemy UAV overhead.
I got
Enemy in the
Precision
courtyard.
airstrike. Take it. Enemy halfway. Step it up. Hard point secure. Got a personal radar over.
This is kind of the worst hard point.
Took the hard point. Enemy VTOL in the AO.
Enemy at the compound.
But I think I can sneak in there if I prone.
We're about to move. Okay, get to the
Dude,
hard point.
how did he see me? I want to. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like, bro, like nobody knew I was in there.
Enemy at the compound.
Enemy support helo in the air.
I hate that.
Allied cruise
Pay the
missile away.
price, bro. There's no way to be safe.
Enemy
Oh
UAV
my
overhead.
goodness. When they shut those doors? Where?
Enemy
Still in the
taking
sky. Yep.
hard point contested. Hard point lost.
Oh my gosh, they have it locked down. I can't even get in there.
Hard point contested. Enemy cruise missile
Enemy at the
incoming.
warehouse.
Are you serious? Bro, screw that reload guy. I'm not even gonna try it. Not at this range.
Enemy at the tire shop.
From where? Where was I hit from? That's freaking. It's crazy.
Enemy precision airstrike.
I'm gonna
Take
wait
cover.
right here. Somebody ought to rotate.
Enemy at the warehouse.
Stand by to move.
I like that guy's skin that just killed me.
Okay, get to the hard point.
It's reload.
Enemy's taking the hard point.
Could have been a good. Ooh, cheeky boy. Grow up. Use something. Are you serious? Still one. Can't even. Emote us down. I'm feeling like using the MP. Just because the shotgun is doing good up close. And they're just blowing the crap out of me. That's all they're doing.
Enemy UAV overhead. 10 seconds. Get ready to move. Okay, get to the hard point. Hard point secure.
I low-key just kind of want to get a.
Enemy at the junkyard.
That's crazy.
Enemy at the tire shop.
This whole game is just explosions at this point. Okay. Oh, I didn't even scope. We're losing this so bad, but it's all for fun. It's all fun and games. I don't even know how to, like, get there without dying. Are you serious? How bad of an aimer?
Hardpoint contested. Go, get to the next one.
Where's the next one? It's in the middle.
Less than a minute. Hardpoint contested. Taking the hardpoint. Enemy cluster strike incoming. Take cover. Hardpoint lost.
I'm just gonna wait here.
Enemy at the warehouse.
Taking the hardpoint. Precision airstrike. Take cover. Stand by to move. Hardpoint lost. Go, get to the next one. Jaguar 3-0. Got a personal radar drone
Enemy at the
ready for
courtyard.
escort.
I'm so focused. Look, he missed me until I started shooting him. So it's kind of hard to hide in the grass, but it is a good cover.
Hardpoint secure. Hardpoint contested. Enemy got the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested.
Dang. That was a really bad loss.
Clean yourselves up.
21 kills, 17 seconds on the hard point. Look at that Marty Run guy, 31 kills. Play of the game, Marty Run. Bro, this is that's so smart. A rocket launcher secondary? That's wild. That's like cool. I need to check my I'm surprised I'm not lagging out. I'm gonna play one more game because I wanna make my MP5 secondary a launcher. Customize. Oh, reticle. Cool. I want one of those reticles. Anyway, just change it out for a launcher. Pila, Strapla, Joker. Okay, accuracy, a lot, damage, control. I don't know which one to pick, but RPG seems like the best launcher. And you cannot add anything to it. Okay, cool. Let me check my Google Calendar real quick. See what's coming up. Week, month. Where am I? Well, we're at the end of April. We're so close. I have a discussion board I need to do tomorrow and a quiz. Might as well knock those out. And I have an exam to study for and then a circuits lab. Oh, okay, I don't have that lab until next week. Alright, let's do MP7 rocket launcher. Very nice. I'm just gonna run around with the rocket launcher.
Kill confirmed. Weapons hot. No quarter given.
Did I get him? No. Close though. I'm just gonna run around with my rocket launcher. Oh, the tags get destroyed like that. Okay, well, it was fun. Somebody behind me?
Kill confirmed.
tags are more important than staying alive, in my opinion. Because if I can get 2 tags and then die, they get 1, and I had 2, so bingo bango.
Kill confirmed.
I'm on your 6.
Got a personal radar drone ready for us. We've got a UAV on station. Kill confirmed.
Bruv, I was reloading, but I got a cheeky RPG kill just for fun. Very, very fun. Let's get these tags.
Kill confirmed.
They're winning on us. I don't know how, I feel like we've been wrecking them.
Enemy cruise missile incoming. Enemy UAV overhead.
That's crazy, bruv. Absolute monstrosity. Pick up his tags, bruv. I remember I used to be like, oh, I gotta confirm every kill that I make, and I can't be stealing other people's confirms. And then I realized that that's how this game is going. That was close.
Enemy personal radar in the air. Kill confirmed.
Enemy in the office.
These tags.
Kill confirmed.
Somebody's behind
Enemy cruise
me.
missile incoming. Kill confirmed.
42. SMH. There's 2 tags right there waiting to be grabbed. Bro, grab his tags.
Kill confirmed.
Enemy at the forklift.
We're in control. Kill confirmed.
Where was I spotted?
Enemy at the center.
Kill confirmed. Enemy care
SMH.
package inbound.
MP5 is pretty good, but if you hold it down for too long, you'll lose out.
Enemy at the warehouse.
Kill confirmed. We're halfway there. Keep fighting. Friendly. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy sentry gun active. Kill confirmed.
Bro, he didn't pick up my
Cluster strike
tags.
incoming. Take
What a
cover.
pleb. I mean, you know, I'm not making fun of him.
Kill confirmed.
Scared him to death.
Allied cruise missile
Those are
away.
friendlies. Gotta be like, oh boy. But yeah. Got him and denied the tags.
Kill confirmed. Enemy cruise missile incoming.
How did he not see me?
Personal
Must
radar
have been
drone ready.
scoping.
Kill confirmed. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy's got the lead. Hustle up.
Enemy at the warehouse.
How did... Oh, okay. I was like, what? That sentry really threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I said... Too many of them. But at least they're all kind of like
Enemy
in
personal
one
radar
area.
in the air.
Dang.
Kill confirmed.
This is gonna be a close game. Kind of excited.
Kill confirmed. Enemy UAV overhead.
Two of them in there. Gee,
Enemy at
that's
the center.
what really throws me off. I saw his twinkle. I saw the twinkle in his eyes. Alright, dude, this is such a close game. Let's pick up these tags.
Enemy at the footstep.
See, sniping, though, is kind of dumb because you can't confirm your kills. SMH. I forget I don't have a pistol sidearm, so it's
Enemy at
kind
the
of...
center.
On kill confirmed, at least, it's kind of a bad...
Kill confirmed.
See, like, sniping me, you're not going to be able to pick up my tags, bro. Don't know where I got... Oh, I got hit from the roof. See, the highlight's kind of misleading because the altitude doesn't show. And I got sniped again. Oh, it's 63 to 53. We are getting ruined. Well,
That's it. We've lost the
killed him.
objective. Expect better.
Good game. It's time to do some work, though. I do have a channel called Agarin Extra. Bro, that man wasn't even aiming in the right spot. He just got right. He's using the 725, which is a great gun. So, hey, I was top fragger. 25 confirms, 14 deaths, 19 actual kills. But their top fragger got 31 kills. Alright, cool. Let's back out, leave this lobby back, and quit to desktop. I wish I could play that campaign on stream, because I feel like that'd be really fun. Okay, so now I'm just going to switch it to work, and display capture. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So this is my work stream now. So let me actually just drag this over, close out of that. Don't need that no more. So this is physics. Let's not do physics. Let's do, what was I gonna do? The discussion board, for sure. And then I'll start the lab. How about that? What a misleading title for a stream. Like, if I actually had, like, people that watched me stream, they'd be joining in at this time, and they'd be like, bro, this ain't Modern Warfare. Bro, this ain't Modern Warfare. Oh, look, you can see my screen in the background, my second screen. My whole computer is encompasses my room. Quiz 5 postponed. April 20th. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I read last week. Okay, we'll do digital logic design. I don't even know what we are on. I gotta, probably the beta architecture. I missed one of these quizzes. It was this one. I just forgot. Beta architecture. Yeah, 14 threads. This is the one. Let me see if... $36, $34, and $20. Not bad. For the discussion board... Yeah. Maybe I'll start the circuits lab tomorrow. I don't actually quite know. Okay. Oh, we'll watch this one. Should I even watch this on the stream? Why not? I gotta do my
This
work.
is Unit 17, the beta architecture. This is divided into, I believe,
I
two
don't like
segments,
watching it on
but
one
this is segment
speed.
1, lining up the parts. And we're sort of now at a crossroads. Of course, we started with electrical engineering and the CMOS parts. And
I'm actually
then
streaming
we moved
my
to computer
work.
engineering, where we started doing the digital logic
This
and
is
looking
funny.
at buses and memories and stuff like that. Then we took a little sidetrack into computer science, because at some point you need to do programming. And, of course, the early computer science researchers and theorists laid the foundation for programming models, which are very important to us, like the Turing machine, finite state machine, and so on. But now we're going to return to the yellow brick road and seek out the EE and computer engineering part again with building an actual microprocessor. And let's not be... Well, at this point, you're probably just like the screen being, wondering, where does this thing go? And that's the whole point of this lecture. Let's talk a little bit about CPU design trade-offs. First of all, we've got the notion of maximum performance. That's going to be measured by the number of instructions executed per second. And remember, when we were pipelining, we were trying to get down to essentially one instruction per clock cycle. Then there's the notion of minimum cost. That's going to be measured by the size of the circuit. And this leads back to the CMOS. How many transistors? The number of transistors, and of course the technology involved in developing the transistor, is what determines how much silicon is going to be needed. And in VLSI, or very large-scale integrated circuit design circles, that's called the real estate. How much die, which is a piece or a dice off of a silicon wafer, is going to be needed to manufacture the chip. That's going to affect the cost, the final cost. And then there's the notion of the best performance to price ratio, and that's measured by the ratio of MIPS to size. So we take, MIPS means millions of instructions per second now.
I forgot,
machines.
what am I supposed to be looking at? Because
Yes.
I usually
But anyway.
I watch them once for the discussion, and then I skim through them again for the quiz, and they're just like, I usually just have the PowerPoint as my notes. I just write down everything. But anyway, well, I don't write it down. I just screenshot and print it. Is that cheating? I don't know. I mean, he lets us use notes on the quiz, so my notes on the PowerPoint, and it seems to help. I do pretty good. Actually, I don't do that good, so I might need a new strategy. But anyway, what are the 6 components shown in the lecture video in order to implement an instruction class? So, building the beta, part 3, exceptions, and so this is
MIPS
lining
to the
up
size of the die.
parts. Okay.
In power-sensitive applications, MIPS per watt is important too. Remember, we had a discussion about the power that is required by these electronic circuits, and that becomes critical in certain applications. For a home computer, it's not a big deal. The gamers are going to go out and buy one of those cooling units and slap it on the CPU. But when you start putting these things in aircraft or spacecraft, or very critical undersea devices, submarines and that, then power becomes extremely important. And of course, if you're going to be flying it in a drone, electrical power is important. So you could talk about MIPS per watt.
Oh my gosh!
All right, let's introduce
that
the
just
notion of
makes
a
me think
programmer's
of
model.
my computer. It has like no cooling, basically. It's kind of like throwing a bunch of trash in a computer case, and it runs so smooth. That's all that matters to me. Not that my processor, it doesn't get that hot. It's just like, you know how when you're on your laptop and you're like video editing and the fans start going, it's not like when your fans are going, but it's like when they're going like moderately. That's how hot it feels. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably fine, you know? But then again, maybe one of these classes will teach me that that's not fine, and I should spend a couple bucks to get a cooling system. But it's been doing this for, I don't know, I got this thing like literally 4 years ago, and it's still going strong.
I am pretty sure I've mentioned programmer's model
And it still will go strong.
before, but I don't know if I ever defined it.
Okay.
This is the programmer's model for a 68HC11. When you get to microcomputers, you're going to use 68HC12s. Unless they've changed it, then let me know. This is not the beta. But I want to use this as an example. A programmer's model is a diagram that shows a programmer what the hardware looks like. And it's just like a schematic. It's an abstraction. And it's really everything a programmer needs to know. What kind of programmer? Well, this is your assembly language program. And what we've got in the 68HC11 is an A register and a B register. And they're also called accumulators, 8-bit accumulators. And
It's funny to me to think about how there's people that, like, they specialize in things like assembly language. Or it's like, oh yeah, I'm an assembly language programmer. I've heard somebody say that before. Or like, they'll do multiple languages, but assembly's one of them. And then there's other people, and they're just like, they know like languages that are even higher level than these types of languages, if that makes sense. Like, you've got your assembly language, right? And then you've got a step above, which is your regular languages like C, C++, Java, Python, whatever else people use. But then there's like another set of languages that's like written out of the languages I just named. And it's basically like, it's weird. But anyway, I can't think of the name of it. Maybe it's just like it's kind of like building a game off a game engine, but instead for software. It's pretty cool. Anyway, back to whatever the heck this is, not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to watch this a couple times.
The two
But
8-bit
he's
accumulators can be
explaining.
treated as a single 16-bit accumulator. Now, what's an accumulator? Well, that's an old term for a register that's used to accumulate arithmetic information. In other words, the accumulators are what the ALU operates on. They're the only registers that the ALU operates on, and that's why they were called accumulators. And it goes back to the days of adding machines and things of that sort. Then we've got two index registers, IX and IY. These are used to index into memory, so you can do array-type operations. Then you'll notice there's a hardware stack pointer. So the stack pointer in the 68HC11 and the stack, it's a hardware stack. In other words, you don't have to say, what did we say, register 29 is our stack? You don't have to designate a register and then not use it because it's being used as the stack. You don't get to use it except for stack operations. And then, of course, here's our program counter, and in the beta we also have a program counter. Another thing of importance is the condition codes, and this is sometimes called the flag register. And what the condition codes do is they tell you, the programmer, after an instruction is executed, whether or not certain conditions exist. And, of course, we, in the beta, only have one condition register, and it's a single bit, and it's the 0. And if we have a 0 operation, then that 0 bit will get set. And likewise, in the 68HC11, when the Z is set to 1, it means a 0 happened. So if you subtracted the contents of register B from the contents of register A, and it resulted in a 0, this would be set. And that way you can do branch on 0, jump on 0, what have you. Let's see. Then if it's negative, if the operation is negative, you get an N flag. This is the interrupt mask, and we're going to talk about interrupts at the beta. Don't worry about that too much. You'll get that extremely well covered in microcomputers, and so on and so forth. These are the condition codes.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared for microcomputers. When I take that class, I don't know when it is. It might be next semester, and if that's the case, I'm gonna cry because I don't know. Honestly, the lighting in here is so cool. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, not gonna lie, I don't get this stuff, but I know how to remember it to do good on the quizzes. Not sure how I'm gonna do on the final, because there's so much stuff in this class. Jeez. But anyway, it's just, it's kind of like memorizing vocabulary, but instead I'm just memorizing what this might be, and I'm not even really memorizing it. I'm remembering it long enough to take the quiz and then move on. So I don't know if that's bad, but it's worked so far. I got an A the last time I used that method, but I don't know. It's just this class right here, so difficult. Anyway, I'm getting tired, but I want to play with my man Kalen, and it's only 11:01. There's plenty of hours, and I don't even have to wake up that early tomorrow for my class. So that's even a better added bonus. I'm going to take a picture in this lighting, because the white from the computer and then the soft white over here and the red, that's cool. But let's play with the colors, green. Blue. Blue would kind of look cool, but I need to make it less harsh on the camera. Maybe a cyan or something. Is that cool? I don't know. It's kind of going dark. No. What about pink or something? Or just white? Nah, that's too weird. Red. That's where it's at. Or I could just do a fade. And then fade. Like that. But, yeah, I could just fade and see which one looks coolest. Purple. Ooh, that one. Blue kind of does look good. I'm not gonna lie. So now it's getting really dark. But red's cool. Especially because it's calming in the nighttime. Sorry, I'm so distracted.
The point with this is for you to look at this programmer's model.
Online school kind of stinks. It's just me getting distracted a lot. And I'm gonna stop being distracted in 5 seconds, but I just have to finish saying this thing, and it's that not only if I have a due date coming up, then I'll sit down and I won't get distracted, and I'll work for 8 hours straight. But
Model.
that's just how I kind of work, that's how I deal. But since this isn't due till tomorrow, I'm just due tomorrow, just do it tomorrow. I've been doing that all semester, and I've gotten A's on most of the tests I've taken. But, and then, not for this. These classes are too hard to do that. So I kind of I've been doing them early, but it's still stressful. And like, my philosophy is this, and it's that I've tried it. If I try to get stuff done ahead of time, I get stressed. If I do it the day it's due, I get the same amount of stress. The only benefit to doing it early is if you have a problem or something, you can just turn it in whenever the heck you want. But anyway, alright, enough rambling.
HC12 isn't too much different from the HC11, but we're going to see how this is a complex instruction set computer, as opposed to our beta, which is reduced instruction set. And here's the programmer's model for the beta. In fact, you should already know this. In fact, this is probably one of the reasons we didn't mention it. We've got our program counter, and remember our program counter has at least 2 significant bits. Oh, and by the way, everything, with the exception of 0 register, is 32-bit wide, 32-bit memory, 32.
This isn't my teacher. This is just the lecture videos from a different professor. This is the chair, I think, or I know it's the chair of electrical engineering. But my professor, we used to meet in class once a week, and the lecture videos were online. When Corona hit, we just stopped meeting in class, and not much else changed. And meeting in class was probably my favorite part, because I would ask so many questions, and I'd be able to get them answered. And it's kind of like, I just want to have classes every, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because it's easier to learn in person, you can ask questions, and you can meet your friends. If you're learning online, you don't meet people. You could try to video chat with them, but it's really hard to connect with people. I mean, online school has so many flaws with it, but now Corona makes everybody go. But I think quarantine is ending May 1st, which is good, because I'm kind of sick of it. Like, I want to be able to, live normal.
2-bit program counter, 32-bit registers, everything's 32 bits. The last 2 bits are set to 0 because when we fetch instructions from memory, we fetch 4 bytes at a time, or 32 bits. And so the program counter only increments by 32. Then here's our 0 register I told you about. When there's a 0 operation, that gets set to 1. And then we've got our 32 general registers. In other words, 32 registers for us to use, technically 31, because register 31 is the 0 register. Recall, read 0, write, it's a bit bucket. So, because it's RISC, it relies on lots of registers and very fast execution. Now, I made this little graph here, just that you don't really get a good feel for the 32 registers when you see this little that ellipsis there. It doesn't give you the 32 registers is a lot of registers, and even if you're missing 31 registers, correct myself. Even if you don't get to use R31 except as a 0, and here we got a screen. The screen is like why all these registers? And the answer to that is that all of the important things in a computer, in a central processing unit, take place in the registers. So the more things that can be taking place in the registers, calculations, for example, the faster the machine is going to be. And that's why you have so many of them. Remember, the registers are nothing more than a memory, but they're very, very fast memory. And that's the difference. And so you have a lot of them, and it gives you a computational advantage. You can do a lot of calculations before you run out of registers. And what happens when you run out of registers? You push them on a stack. That's a memory operation. And eventually you got to pull them back off. So that's a read and write to memory, and you want to avoid that at all costs. So the more complex assembly instructions, for example, in the beta, or for example,
I just realized I think I forgot to watch the videos on the program and the stack one. Last week I was so busy, so busy. I was working my butt off. Granted, I was working my butt off at night, and I should have been working my butt off in the day. But there's only so many hours in the day, so might as well do it at night if you're gonna be awake. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I just didn't watch that last set of videos, but I'm gonna plot forward, I'm gonna trot on, and after I finish these, I'll go back and watch.
The stack instructions, as we said before, are developed as macros. So when you do need a complex instruction,
because with these, I can answer the discussion board, hopefully, because I'll figure out.
A RISC machine needs a complex instruction every once in a while. You just make a macro for it. That simplifies the programmer's job. The other thing, too, is you might say, well, don't CISC machines have reduced instructions? Yes. And in fact, it was analysis of CISC machines that led to RISC. Somebody said, we spend a lot of time in the registers, we spend a lot of time reading and writing to memory. Could we reduce that? The complex instructions that we have don't get called that often. Why do we have them? It was a sort of a period of time in computing, in computer design, where it was felt bigger is better. The bigger the instruction set, the better. And it turns out it isn't. All right, so here's our performance measure of MIPS, which means millions of instructions per second. So we have our clock frequency in megahertz. Of course, now we're getting into gigahertz. And we have the clocks per instruction. And ideally, we want 1 clock per instruction. It'd be nice to have less than 1 clock. And there are ways to do that, but we're not even going to go near there. That's graduate school computer engineering. To push the performance, 1 cycle per instruction, later more megahertz via pipeline. And that's not what I meant when I said more than 1, because pipelining, of course, does give you more than 1 instruction per clock time because of filling up and throughput. But I'm talking about more exotic ways to use a single clock pulse. So what I did was I said, what am I working on right now? And I realize I'm dating this, but I can always come back and update this segment. Here's my MacBook Air, and its processor is a 1.7 gigahertz Intel Core i7, and that is a very, very complicated machine. So if I've got 1.7 gigahertz and I've got 1 instruction, I've got a 1.7 GOPS, giga operations per second. which is billion operations per second. That's a lot of operations, and it's quite a fast machine. Although I've had it for a couple years, and it's starting to slow down, which they always do, right? If we dig a little bit deeper, here's the Intel Core.
You know what's funny? My friend recently bought a new computer, and he got an Intel Core i3. So think about that. But they don't. I don't think Intel does like they'll do i7, and then the last one was i5, and then i3. So it's only a couple steps down. But his is like a 3 point something gigahertz, 3.6 or something, and I'm like, what? And if you overclock it, you can get up to 4.1 or something. I don't know the specs on it, but it was 3 point something gigahertz, which is so fast. I mean, actually, in today's standards, it's probably like booty hole slow, but whatever. Anyway,
i7, and this particular one is called a Haswell, and I can't remember why it's called Haswell. But anyways, it's called
Intel Free Press. Origin of an Intel code name.
the Haswell processor. Intel, Apple, Dell, internal development, Motorola have code names for their machines. And you see, I'm at the low end. I'm at a 1.7 gigahertz here, and apparently you can get a 3.3. I don't think a 3.3 was available in the year when I bought it. You've got these caches. We're not even going to discuss cache. We're going to save that for microcomputer. And there's 3 levels of cache. Number of cores, threads. What that means is that this is actually a parallel multiprocessor device. In other words, this Intel Core i7 has got 2 CPUs, and it has 4 threads, which means it can take 4 instructions at a time. Let's see. Maximum power is 15 watts, so it's not that hot. Okay, what's the comparison? Your common hairdryer is 1500 watts. A pretty powerful microwave is 1500 watts. So we're not really that hot. Here's the one I want to show you. Let's see. 1.3 billion transistors.
Wow.
And this is why we're here. This is why we spent so much time with the digital abstraction, so that you can deal with that many transistors. Now, you might argue, there's not a single guy doing this. You're right. It's done by a team. The men and women that design these things are top of their game, and they're a very tight team in how they operate, and a lot of people, too.
Bro, some people sat down and designed that thing with 1.3 billion transistors. Like, it would take me a month nonstop of counting to them. Whew, that's crazy. And they fit it on a thing like that big. Whew, I don't get that at all. I kind of get it. Like, yeah, a little bit. But this class, we didn't dive super deep into it. And I'm already kind of confused. But I think it's because we didn't dive extremely deep into it. And if we did dive deeper into it, then we would I would be like, I know. Anyway, yeah. How does he get to this? Let me check my computer. Actually, I've got my MacBook right here. Me and this guy are Apple people, even though I'm doing this on a Windows. I like both. I boot camped to this bad boy the other day, and then I literally found out, oh, this makes the lighting even better, because I can adjust it and add some reflection, and then just get my glasses out of the reflection. Maybe turn this off. Ooh. Alright, anyway, what I was going to say is, my Mac, I tried to boot camp it to Windows, but this bad boy has 128 gigabytes of storage on it, and 70 of that is literally Mac OS, and then another 20 of that is Windows. So if you do some math, that's 90 gigs just for the OSs. And then I said no storage at all on the Mac OS. I wiped my Mac OS, and except for Chrome, in case something went wrong, because I will never use Safari. I'm just kidding. But anyway, I wiped everything from the Mac, and then I was just like, okay, I'm going into the Windows, and I had 5 free gigs of memory, and I was like, I can't even install what I want on the Windows side. And then, I still have a Windows desktop, so that makes sense. Anyway, long story short, let's go to About This Mac and figure it out. So here we are, About This Mac. I'll just read it to you, because you can't really see it, and the thing's small. Mac OS Mojave. He's on Yosemite, and I think it was Yosemite, and then High Sierra, Mojave, or something. He's a lot behind. This is an old thing. Anyway, version 10.14.3. My processor is 2.3 gigahertz Intel Core i5. The memory is 8 gigabytes with 2133 megahertz LPDDR3. Okay, cool. Startup disk, Mac HD. Same as his. Graphics, Intel Iris Plus graphics, 640, 1536 megabytes. And then my serial number that I'm not going to tell you, because I'm just kidding. But let me do a system report. Aha. Found it. Model name, blah, blah, blah. Processor speed, 2.3 gigahertz. 1 processor, 2 cores. L2 cache per core, 256 kilobytes. L3 cache, 4 megabytes. 8 gigabytes of memory. The boot ROM version is that. Where is... What I want is my power. What is he on? I don't even know. Whoa. Bro, okay, just letting you know, my Thunderbolt port, 40 gigabits a second on that, my boy. 40 gigabits a second. Is it gigabits or gigabytes? It's gigabits. That's still crazy. That's like, if there's 8 bits in a byte, how many gigabytes a second is that? 8 bits in a byte. Do the math, Reagan. 30 something, 32. What's 8 times 4 is 32, right? I'm pretty sure. I'll double check it. It's too tired for me to be doing this. You're probably thinking, Reagan, why are you in college? How can you... 8 times 32... No, 8 times 4 is 32. And 8 times 5 is 40. Oh, okay. So that's 5 gigabytes a second? Okay. So now, if you're downloading like a 100 gigabyte game, 100 gigs divided by 5 gigs a second, that's 20 seconds. 20 freaking seconds to download. Granted, you'd have to download it off of an external drive, like right here, because, you know. And if the drives can't give you that much data that fast, then there's no point. I just want to know what am I looking for? I'm looking for my transistor count. That's all. Well, anyway, can't figure it out. So, yeah. Anyway, back to it.
It's a huge effort. I'm just going to touch on these last three things. 22 nanometer, that technology is beginning to fade. We're now getting to 15 nanometer. That's state of the art. Oh, what do we mean by that? Remember the channel length, L, in the CMOS? That's what we're talking about here. And remember that the narrower that gets, and that's a technology thing. In other words, making more, the ability to make tighter and tighter channels. That's now down at 15 in the labs. If you went to labs at IBM and Samsung, they're playing around with 5 nanometer. Die size. I mentioned die before. Take that silicon disk. We cut it up into little tiny squares, and this particular one is 181 millimeters squared, and that's a big piece of real estate in comparison to other chips. And then here's the fun one: the max temperature, 100 degrees C. This chip, you can literally fry an egg on it. Of course, that's 100 degrees C concentrated down there on that little die, but that's boiling. You're cooking. You can prepare your coffee. Okay.
That was funny. A finger coffee. That was a good meme. Good meme. Bravo. What's funny is that, what was I I was gonna say, if you have a bigger processor and then tinier transistors, then wouldn't that mean one thing and one thing only? That would mean it would be super fast.
Let's talk about the beta instruction.
I'm so tired. I might not even play with Caitlin.
This is now a little bit deeper than the programmer's model. Recall that we had 32-bit instructions. You can count it, there's 32 bits there.
Okay.
And we said our opcode is going to take up 6 bits. And we're going to have different instruction classes that are distinguished by the opcode. We're going to have the operate class, the operate with a constant, the memory class, and then the transfer of control class. And in this case, if we have a 1-0 here as the most significant bits, we're in the operate class. And then whatever these bits X are, and I hope this isn't, I'm going over this sort of to just bring it all together. You should already know all this, but you know, and if you don't, figure it out quick. This is just to sort of tie it all together. So these X's here, which is 4 bits, means that we have 16 different possibilities for the operate class instructions. Then we have 5 bits, which gives us 32, right? We have 5 bits to define 3 registers, okay? And typically we're going to take our register A, we're going to operate it on in some way, add, subtract, multiply, divide. I don't think we have divide, but anyway, you get the idea. With register B, and we're going to put the results in register C. And this notation means put it in. And then we sort of waste 11 bits. We waste 11 bits, they're not used, and we're not going to go into any kind of discussion about those wasted bits. But that's something that might be interesting later down the road for you, just to do as an independent study. Now,
I'm
what
just
do we do with that?
kidding.
Is that a serious fault? How many
don't
bits get
smoke.
wasted in a day of running
bad for your
the
lungs.
beta kind of thing? Okay, and then we had our operating
can-
class with
you
the
can
constant.
eat,
And we gave up a
inject,
register. We gave up the B register. We now moved to 1, 1 on the opcode.
any of
And then
that's
we've got,
good.
again,
I'm just
16
kidding.
different possibilities for this. And now instead of register B, we're going to add in our sign extended constant. So we can stick a number in there that is 16 bits, and it's signed, and it's going to be operated on by our operation. And so if we add,
Not gonna lie,
subtract, and so on and so on.
I'm too tired to function as a human being right now, so I'm gonna play some Modern Warfare and just chill. That's how it's gonna go. Switch over to the thing. Once the game boots up, it won't be black. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm gonna wait till I can focus tomorrow and watch that in full, because, yeah, and because we're in. I am going to try to connect to the campaign, especially now that I'm plugged in. I just don't get why my campaign requires me to have an internet connection. Like, bro, it's the campaign. It's single player. I swear, if there's another player in here, I'm gonna be PO'd. I'm gonna be PP'd off. I don't have this thing on my SSD, so my hard drive's gonna be like, looking for that game in its registers. Or not the registers. Who am I kidding? It's gonna load the game into my registers. Or something. I don't know. I low-key am very interested in how computers work, but they are so complicated. I low-key... I mean, is it worth the effort? Because I don't know if I'm going to go into... For my job, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't think I want to do anything specifically with computers. And I don't want to be a computer scientist. Like, it's not for me. I could not care less how my computer adds numbers together. I'm just very thankful that it does. I'm very thankful that very clever people and great minds over many decades have come together to make this happen right now, this stream. And I'm so fascinated in how the internet works, but I'm not fascinated in the nitty-gritty details of it. So, but I'm just kind of fascinated in the surface level of a lot of things, so I kind of wish I could just get a degree in trivia. Not gonna lie. That's one thing Kaylin told me the other day. Oh,
Demons,
we're in.
ribbons cut. Let's
Is
move.
that a bad guy? Oh my gosh, I've never been in the campaign. Anyway, this is like...
Follow the armor and
I'm
stick
playing-
close.
I'm playing campaign. I might restart it, honestly, but it's unrealistic because it can be. There's gonna be an IED up here. That scared me, bro.
Move out. Got it.
And I also...
Get cover.
MG's on fire! Blue building! Let's move!
Pop smoke and flank. Up the high side. Pop the smoke. Move.
That was the worst smoke. They had to literally redo my smoke for me. I also don't know if they did the right. Okay, what I want to do is go to the start. I'm so excited. I'm gonna start streaming the thing, but let's do this. Let's play it on... I want to play it on veteran. No, realism. We have to go realistic.
Our war is not for our fate. We fight to remove all foreign power from our soil.
I'm addicted
We
to
are
chapstick.
Al-Qatala. We are the killers. We fight without sorrow. We wage war without sympathy. This is the only way to live
It's pretty smart.
and
If
die.
you're going into a stressful situation,
Soldier.
you don't want to smoke. I don't recommend smoking. Bro, why aren't they running? This is scary. Also, that font is called Lemon Milk. I downloaded it a long time ago because I liked it.
Echo 3-1 to Charlie 2 actual.
Go for actual.
LZ is in sight.
Looks like our boys are right on time, Colonel.
Roger 3-1. Hitman teams are locked and loaded for assault. You are green to go.
Colonel, we may have a problem.
Too late, Laswell. We're live.
Not until I say so. Watch it at 3-1, how copy?
Station Chief Laswell, send traffic.
General Barkov has sent a new shipment of chlorine gas to his depot. But his mercs are prepping to move the chems into Urzikstan via convoy tonight. You're still clear to engage, but
Is
live fire
Urzikstan a
on
real
Russian military
country?
is prohibited. We cannot have an
Some people
international
are going to be
incident.
like, well, you're so stupid, but like, I'm not familiar with
guarantees
European
Russian
geography
army won't
because
respond on this
the
case.
American school system did
Understood,
not
Alex.
teach me that.
Just locate the gas, commandeer Barkov's trucks, and get off the
You know,
exit before
maybe
the
it's
tide
my
turns.
responsibility to teach
Copy,
myself.
Watcher. We'll handle it.
Alex looks so different in the game than he does in
Hitman sharks are on deck.
the cutscenes.
Let's move.
All Hitman teams push to your set point. Roger, on the move.
We need to keep this on a tight loop. Barkov's men are moving the gas tonight.
Hey, what are the odds we run into General Barkov? Russian general wouldn't be caught dead out here. Psst, heads up.
Сюда, наверх! Я слышал! Закрепнем!
Hearing two. Looking for us. Two mercs, no uniforms.
Я что-то слышу. Сейчас. Эй! Кто здесь? Выйди! Покажись!
Okay, drop them.
We're clear. Copy. Post up on the ridge and let's get the lay of the land. Echo 3-1 to Blue Viking 5. Call for fire. Stand by for target confirmation.
Copy, 3-1. Viking is standing by.
Let's recce the area and make sure there's no Russian army down there.
One in the tower. Left side high, not army.
Copy. Checkpoint, that's the entry. Vehicles on the move.
Patrol vehicle. Contractors.
Security. Good targets. No Russian military presence. Call it in, CIA.
Blue Viking 5, this is Echo 3-1. Troops in the open, south gate. You are cleared hot.
Roger, 3-1. Target acquired. Weapons free in 5 seconds.
5 seconds.
Heads up!
Ooh, that's a big explosion. I love it.
Echo 3-1. Good effect on target. Viking is RTB. Good hunting.
Much obliged, Viking. We'll take it from here.
Heads up. Multiple guns on foot. Hold off. Let him approach.
Здесь люди. Найдите их и убейте, иначе генерал убьет нас. Рассредоточиться! Если что увидите,
Can be really
стреляйте!
still.
Smoke him down.
Clear.
Nice. I like how the game knows which one you're gonna, or it'll, like, as soon as you shoot one, then they'll get the others pretty instantly. This is crazy. Absolutely bonkers. I can't believe we're not afraid of, like, the chemicals being destroyed and releasing here. Put him out of his misery.
Put him out of their misery.
Oh. Yeah, I've played this before. The graphics are so good. He's gonna shoot. Bam. Good thing I've played this. I know exactly what's gonna happen. For the most part.
Doorway, on me.
Taking him.
Roger, Hitman's coming to you. Element of surprise is not on our side, boys. Stay frosty.
Okay, somebody's gonna get shot here.
Stay sharp. We're blind on this breach.
Contact! Got an MG nest on that second deck. He's dug in. Lay some pressure to get up there. Ready. Press that MG and push up.
Bruv, stay low. I got the chest itch. Don't want to go that way. The first time I came here, I went.
Man down.
Oh shoot!
Got an MG nest on that second deck. He's dug in. Lay some pressure to get up there. Use the door frame to mount your gun and stay in cover, Echo. Put your pressure. Flank up and take him out.
Force out. We need to secure the gas before they move it.
One's in the open. Change the mag. They're moving. 20 meters out.
He's still alive?
I see him.
More.
Moving.
Down.
Enemies west of our position. Yeah, I see him. When his lights offline.
I should go.
Over me.
I was gonna say I should go.
Enemies west of our position. Gotta run it. Got a target 30 meters away. Direct fire on that MG. Move with the lights off. Change the max. Get moving.
Bruv, mounting provides zero cover.
Press that MG. Move when it lights up.
Good night. Jeez.
He's off target. Move now.
This is so frightening. What? Somebody's over there. They have a grenade? Yeah.
Got a target.
Okay, so yeah, with veteran you don't see the grenade icons. You can hear them, but somebody just yelled grenade, so I thought it might have been over something else.
Get moving. Get moving.
See, somebody threw one. What? I thought I killed him. He had good cover. Anyway, I'm slacking.
Press him and close your distance.
Do I have night vision? No, I've got a flashlight. It's not gonna help.
The tour's out.
Hit me.
Move, go!
This is hard. Like, I don't know. I should just pump up.
Get the suppressive fire on that MG!
This is hard. Maybe I shouldn't go this way. That would also make a little bit of sense. Oh. I got that one. Make sure. Oh, nobody's back here. God dang.
Suppress that MG! Move when his lights up! He's off target! Move now! Get moving! Enemy in the window!
MG down!
Nicely done, CIA!
Oh, we gotta go this way.
Move out! Now runners! They're breaking for the warehouse! Movement! Get moving! Roger!
Okay. That was tough.
Clear!
Gas must be inside.
Unless we're too late. Clear! Clear! Clear!
Chems may be inside. Masks up. Let's do this. Fuck.
They killed the power.
Go white light. On me.
It's pitch black in here.
Ooh.
You hear that? Whoever killed the powers in here, I'm telling you, could have been the airstrike. You see that?
Contact! He's down!
You sure? Yeah, he's down.
Got him.
Moving on the catwalk!
All clear. Let's get the power up. Shed some light, find this gas.
Roger, 3-1.
Looking. Lights coming on.
Power's up.
Hey!
We got a problem. These guys are Russian army.
Spetsnaz.
3-1 to Watcher. Barkov's hired guns or Spetsnaz. We got Russian army KIA. We need to bug out now.
Negative. Command wants mission accomplished on this. Not our choice.
Verify this is what we came for. We'll set the trucks free roast.
Jackpot. EID in the gas.
Solid copy, 3-1. Load up and get back to base.
Roger that. Let's move out.
Do we make 3-1? Take shotgun.
All stations, we are Oscar Mike to the RV. Watch your sectors.
Good work, Alex. Rally is the hook point for egress.
Back off! Back off!
Tough.
Watcher to 3-1, how copy? Alex, do you read? Over.
I got you. I got you, 3-1.
This part I don't get. See, look. They shoot him and not me, but I'm clearly moving and alive. I'm looking right at him. Like, you know, like, and look, they look right at me. Look, he's looking right at me.
Marines, amitar. Lazim mitarak. Faran. Tarakku. Yalla! Yalla, yalla!
Are they speaking Russian or different? I'm done. Oh, they took the gas.
Echo 3-1 to Watcher.
Alex, what happened?
Terrorist attack. Multiple Marines KIA. Gas stolen. We need evac now.
Roger. Tracking multiple Russian forces headed your way. Sit tight. We're pushing to you for fast exfil. Watcher out.
This operation is now compartmentalized.
What the hell does that mean?
Means you no longer have clearance, Colonel.
Those are my Marines. We need a QRF in there right now.
That's not advisable.
And that is not your call.
Colonel, Laswell.
General, my men...
Norris, give us a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
We've got a situation. The Kremlin has suspended all deconfliction channels. The Sixth Fleet is pushing into the Black Sea, and chemical weapons are now in the wild. Your fingerprints are all over this, Laswell. Fix it.
General, right now intelligence is our best weapon.
We've tried intelligence. Get me a better weapon.
John,
Laswell.
where are you?
Occupied.
I've got a problem.
Russians?
Where travel's fast. Chemical weapons have fallen into terrorist hands. They could be anywhere. Paris, New York.
London.
When can you brief?
We just did.
Sergeant Garrick, roger
This
up.
is my favorite.
Go for Garrick.
Terror threat level is now critical. Possible multiple attackers. Bombers or something worse.
Do we have snipers in position?
Negative, Sergeant. Can't unduly alarm the public.
Terrorists know that too, sir.
Garrick, don't turn London into a war zone, clear?
Yeah, Crystal. Out.
Looks like we're on our own, lads.
We'll handle it. Let's get it done, yeah?
A firm.
Sergeant? Heads up. White van.
Weapons in view.
That's them. Saber to Raven. White van, multiple military-age males. Weapons visible. Moving to intercept.
Roger. Unless an attack is imminent, do not engage.
White van, left side. Go, go!
They're here, brother! They're here! Come here! Go! Don't fucking move! Police, freeze! Get your hands up now! Get down on the ground! Make right now! Not gonna tell you again!
Suspect.
What the hell is going on down there?
There's been a detonation at Piccadilly Circus. Shots fired. Officers down. We need medical down here now.
They're not done yet. Let's move.
Red control! Red control! This is Alpha Whiskey 1609. Our attack is Piccadilly Circus. Urgent assistance required at Piccadilly Circus.
Oh shoot. Oh my gosh, this is so insane. You know what? Picking up one of theirs. I have to get there before I stay with cover there. How did I die? What time is it, by the way? It is 11:45.
Check fire. Enemies are in the area. Oh shit! They're firing rockets to the roof of the Tanto building! You're breaking up! Say again! They're shooting bloody rockets at us!
Oh, they're coming from behind us. Okay. This is so bad. Like, there's so many civilian casualties. But I...
Sir, we got hostages in the underground!
They're firing rockets from the roof of the Tanto building! You're breaking up! Say again! They're shooting bloody rockets at us! Get them to fire now! Check fire! Civilians are in the area. ARVs proceed to Piccadilly Circus. Officers down. I say again. Officers down. Shots fired in Piccadilly Circus. Multiple casualties.
This is Saber 2. Bookshop secure.
All units. Civilians are exiting the bus by the fountain. We need to provide support.
This is a very... I was gonna say this is a very nice bookshop, but I'm just bleeding out on the carpet below.
This is Saber 2. Bookshop secure.
All units. Civilians are exiting the bus by the fountain. We need to provide support.
I really like this burst rifle, not gonna lie. It's quite nice. Okay. I do like how the police are like this. It's very good.
Raven, this is Saber 2. Where's the bloody army?
2-6, Army assault team has been deployed. No ETA at this time.
Let's move.
They're holed up in the Tanto building.
Somebody's gonna run out here. Oh my gosh.
Are you good?
Okay, good. He's alive. Gross.
Secondary detonation in the cabin. Copy, Sergeant. Suspects are retreating into the Tanto building to the northwest. We need all units covering the Tanto building, now. Secondary detonation in the cabin. Bomb bed!
Raven, Saber 2. Officers down outside the Tanto building. Officers down.
Bloody hell. What is the status of the hostages?
No!
I see you. You armed up?
Yes, sir.
Captain Price,
Sergeant Garrick.
you with me? Check those corners.
Bro, you were not checking your corners.
Hostages, up top.
Oh, he's got a bomb. Come on, come on, come on.
Get it off me! Please, get it off me!
Sergeant, I need you over here.
Help me! Help me, I'm not one of them!
I don't want to die. I don't want to die, mate. I want to go home.
Look, open!
I want to see my family. I want to see.
Can you help me?
I'm trying.
They're missing my girl!
It's going off.
4.
I can't get it.
No time! Help me! Help me!
0. Negative 1.
No!
6 seconds to blow up. It's gotta keep Captain Price alive.
All stations.
Sorry, I was
clear.
counting. That's a really sad scene.
Medical, we're coming up.
Poor guy literally blew up.
Everybody stay calm.
We're gonna get you out of here. You broken?
I'm good.
Let's go.
Jeez. Absolutely bonkers.
You saved lives today, Sergeant.
This shouldn't have happened in the first place, sir. They sent us in half-assed. So everyone can just keep pretending we're in a whole war.
Yeah, like the fucking century, that is.
Why have we got our hands tied? Let's just take the bloody gloves off and fight. Sir.
Go on.
We don't stand a chance in hell with these rules of engagement, Captain. They can tell us where, they can tell us when. Don't tell us how. My men were tracking that cell for weeks.
You had actual intel on this?
Quite a bit, sir.
Okay, Garrett. You're with me.
Alcatala's claiming responsibility.
On orders from the Wolf in Urzikstan.
Alex is on the ground there looking for the stolen chems.
Well, he'll need the Liberation Force on his side, so have him contact the CO.
You know Commander Karim?
We're acquainted. Use my name, or they'll kill him.
What is your message from Captain Price?
Commander Karim. Call me Alex.
I'm listening, Alex.
This is classified.
يلا ولد دامي جهزوا لي هالكم.
48 hours ago, terrorists stole a shipment of Russian gas.
Only Alcatala would do this.
The Russians make no distinction between Alcatala and your people.
And I make no distinction between Alcatala and the Russian army. They're both terrorists. We would never use these poisons.
Then help us track it before they...
Before they what? Take it to Europe? Or America? We live like this every day.
Commander, it's time to go. Who is this?
Alex, this is my brother and Lieutenant, Hadir.
You are CIA?
He works with Captain Price.
Then you kill Russians, yes?
I have friends who can help us. But your sister decides what's next.
Of course. My sister is in command. And the Russian army is still here.
This occupation must end. That we can all agree on, yes? General Barkov's men control the city. We have plans to change that.
We have no missiles, but we have our ways.
If you stay, we can help you. But if you stay, you fight.
Yelanato.
Marhaba Ali Urzikstan, Alex.
Follow me. These tunnels are our lifeline. We have intel Russian troop commanders are in town today.
I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you guys for watching. That's all I've got to say. So yeah, I'm gonna see you next time on my stream of amazingness. Let's go ahead and bring this over here and signing off. Goodbye.